Now on Coast TV News.
Voters react after the Indian River School District's referendum was turned down. Safety check, bridges in Maryland facing some federal scrutiny, how state officials are responding. And student loans in limbo. What's ahead for borrowers as President Trump moves to dismantle the Department of Education.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
A Sussex County school district trying to figure out its next steps. Good evening, I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to Coast TV News at 11. We begin tonight with reaction from people in the Indian River School District after an expense referendum for the district did not pass Thursday. The referendum would have gone toward operating costs and staff retention and recruitment. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is in our newsroom with more. Brendan, you spoke with voters again today.
Christina, I did speak with more voters today, and a post on the district website says what the schools would do if the referendum didn't go through. And I have that quote right here. It says, quote, "The district may have to eliminate a significant portion of its workforce, potentially impacting student services."
No increase in taxes, but an increase in staff cuts and deficit spending are on the horizon for the Indian River School District after an expense referendum failed to pass Thursday. Randy Anderson lives within the school district and says he understands the need for it, but that increasing taxes isn't the way to go.
I'm glad that it didn't pass because I don't want to pay more in taxes. I understand, teachers and having to pay, but I think like all government, they need to see what they can cut first. Before they start taxing the people for more money just to keep rolling the way they've been rolling.
On the other side, Linda Mitchell.
My heart just kind of breaks.
A retired East Millsboro elementary teacher wishing the vote went the other way.
Education, especially public education, has always been important to me. I just think it's for our kids, it's for our future, and that we need to really support that.
According to a post on the district's website, with the vote not passing, the district, quote, may not be able to compete with surrounding school districts for the same applicants. Officials also say staff reduction of some amount is planned.
We reached out to the district but got no word back on whether or not they would try for another referendum, whether at the end of this year or in the near future. But a approval of a referendum hasn't been approved since 2017. Christina?
Thank you for that, Brendan. Now to Rehoboth Beach, the Board of Commissioners there just approved a $44 million budget for fiscal year 2026. And here are some key takeaways. $11.4 million is going to capital improvements, $250,000 to the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company, $75,000 to the Rehoboth Beach Public Library, and nearly $2.5 million for the completion of the Baltimore Avenue restroom/beach patrol facility. The new fiscal year begins on April 1st. And now we're taking a live look outside into Ocean City. Our First Alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobono, is going to join us for a first check on the weather. Chris, what do we need to know for the weekend?
Hey there, Christina. Well, we are trending milder. That is good news after a blustery cold day on the peninsula. 47-mile-an-hour wind gust. Ocean City coming in at the leader of the pack there. Salisbury, 39-mile-an-hour wind gust. And we saw 31-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Bethany Beach. Winds have relaxed considerably at this hour, and that's allowing temperatures to fall. We were at 74 yesterday, nearly 20 degrees cooler today, only in the low to mid 50s. We are clear but cold. 47 right now in Ocean City. We're at 44 Rehoboth, 37 Del Mar, and 38 in Georgetown. We have weak high pressure building into the area. We are going to stay sunny and dry through tomorrow, but breezy in the 60s, cooler into our Sunday with an advancing cold front. Now tomorrow we're going to be in the mid to upper 60s, but breezy conditions are going to continue to stick with us. We'll talk about how long the milder weather sticks around and when our next rain chances roll back into the fold. Christina?
Thanks, Chris. We appreciate it. Now to a story we have been covering extensively here on Coast TV. Representative Stell Parker Selby, who covers parts of Milton and Lewis, still not in attendance in the legislative session. Coast TV went to Parker Selby's home on Wednesday to ask how she's doing. We weren't told much aside from she's recovering. We still don't know from what. And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll tonight. we want to know, how should District 20 be represented right now? Let's take a look at the results and see what you guys think. 85% saying there should be a special election. Only 3% think a temporary stand-in, and 12% saying just wait patiently. We want to know what you think, though. You can change up these results. Go over to CoastTV.com or use our mobile app, and you can vote. Housing. It's a big topic, and a lot of people are struggling to find an affordable place to live. That includes right here in Milton. The town wants to make that easier, so they're reviewing 8 recommendations from the Affordable Housing Committee. The committee says they want to work together with developers to find solutions. Some people in Milton want to see a solution that finds the best of both worlds.
We need something more affordable, but we don't have to do it at the cost of our farmland and our woodlands.
Now, the Milton Planning and Zoning Commission meets about this next Friday at 1 p.m. In Dewey Beach, the town says they're having a major feral cat and abandoned cat issue. Today, there was an update to an ordinance for the first time in over 20 years on how to handle feral cats in the town. The town council approved the updates after more than 40 minutes of discussion. Lee McKinley, she's the director of the Human Animal Partners in Rehoboth Beach, and she says you must have the right to trap.
You place food in the very back of the trap, cover it with a sheet or a blanket, and the cat will activate the trap by walking in all the way to the back. Once they pass a certain point, the door closes so they can't escape.
And that is the right kind of trap that she's talking about, not the right to trapped. But if you are found violating the feral cat trapping rules in Dewey Beach, a $500 fine from the town is what it would cost you. Staying in Dewey Beach, the town wants to fix flooding there. On your screen now was the scene near Sunset Park. Town leaders are looking for ways to fix and patch up the shoreline using a natural tactic called a living shoreline. This would create marshes and dunes along the shoreline using things like shell bags, oyster castles. There's also plans to improve drainage on McKinley Street.
Right, with the flooding in that part of town, and also with the the erosion of the shore down there, it'll help the town overall to mitigate the flooding.
And also in Dewey Beach, the town council voted to raise the hourly parking fee from $3.50 to $4 an hour. Town leaders say the increase will help cover the salaries of summer employees, and that increase goes into effect this upcoming parking season. Also, the parking fees, they don't stop there. Bethany Beach Town Council approved an increase in hourly parking fees today. The new rate, also $4 an hour. In the past, it was $3 an hour. Town leaders say the funds will help pay those summer employee salaries. And that extra dollar also goes into effect this upcoming parking season. Now to Maryland. Maryland's attention to the safety of its bridges was called into question at the federal level. The National Transportation Safety Board says 68 bridges in 19 states urgently need inspections, including the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Yesterday, the NTSB said the Maryland Transportation Authority has never conducted a vulnerability assessment on the Bay Bridge, despite assessment guidelines being established in 1991. But the MDTA quickly pushed back, saying it's been conducting a study since last fall. A Queen Anne's County official also came to the state's defense.
MDTA is working towards modernizing and putting safety devices on these bridges, and it's been a discussion before about the Bay Bridge specifically.
Now, MDTA also says Maryland has invested a lot of money into the Bay Bridge. Over the last decade, the state has spent more than $175 million. Well, as President Donald Trump seeks to dismantle the Department of Education Friday, he tasked the Small Business Administration to take action regarding student loans. Sherelle Hubbard has the details.
Just a day after President Trump signed an executive order beginning the process of dismantling the Department of Education,
we're going to be returning education very simply back to the states where it belongs.
The president made another big announcement.
I've decided that the SBA, the Small Business Administration, headed by Kelly Loeffler, is a terrific person, will handle all of the student loan portfolio. We have a portfolio that's very large, lots of loans.
Questions remain about how those student loans will be managed. According to two sources, the student loan portfolio totals a staggering $1.8 trillion in debt, and an estimated 40% of loans are past due. And the Small Business Administration announcing it is slashing staff. Friday, SBA Chief Kelly Loeffler announced around 2,700 positions will be cut, or 43% of staff.
Education is a right. That is why we have to fight.
Students rallied outside the Department of Education following Trump's executive order.
It's the Department of Education, but what will it be tomorrow? Like, what is the limit to where Trump and Elon will go? How much will they cut? How many lives will they be willing to sacrifice for their own profit and power?
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
Now, shutting down the Department of Education, it does require an act of Congress. Thursday's order directed Education Secretary Linda McMahon to take steps toward the department's closure. And we are just getting started this evening. Still to come, new hires. The FAA advancing thousands of air traffic controller applicants, what it means for the industry and the ongoing shortage. But first, we'll tell you about all the cool things to do this weekend.
And it's going to be a mild start to our weekend in Cambridge and Crisfield. We're looking at highs in the lower 60s with a mix of sun and clouds. It will be a bit breezy, but a milder breeze. We'll have more on that 7-day forecast. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine the hidden gems you'll find. Sweet.
Ribs, please.
Imagine all the dust you'll kick up.
Yeah. Easy. Fine.
Imagine the memories you'll make.
Yeah.
And some you'd like to forget.
Buy a Grand Highlander with special APR financing for up to 72 months. Or get low APR financing when you buy an adventure-ready RAV4.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Art, music, and beer. This first weekend of spring is filled with cool things to do. All weekend long at the Atlantic Sands Hotel in Rehoboth Beach, it's the 2025 Mid-Atlantic Guitar Show and Swap Meet. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade new, used, or vintage guitars, this event has it all, plus live music. From guitars to fancy cars, it's one of the last weekends to catch the On the Move exhibit at the Peninsula Gallery in Lewis. With over 40 artworks on display, you'll see everything from vintage cars and sailboats to trains and other vehicles, everything that gets us from here to there. It's also Dogfish Head's weekend of compelling ales and spirits. You can sip on guided tastings, try some brand new ales, and listen to live tunes at Dogfish Head locations across Sussex County. Or if you're looking for a job, the Ocean City Job Fair is your chance to find full-time or part-time work. You can swing by the Convention Center Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. For some more details, just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Monday at 4 on Coastline. We're leveling up the fun with arcade action and a Shark Tank. And then
Splashdown, Crew 9, back on Earth.
Exploring what it's like to return from months in space. Coastline, Monday at 4 on Coast TV.
Bring in the savings during the Getaway Sales Event at Preston Hyundai of Millsboro. Qualified buyers could get a 2025 Hyundai Elantra for just 2.9% APR for 72 months. Every new Hyundai vehicle comes with America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain, limited warranty, owner assurance, and 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Visit Preston Hyundai of Millsboro today or shop our entire selection online at millsborohyundai.com. Cars cost less with Preston.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico.
Dad wants out of supporting his daughter.
So you brought this action to reduce your child support obligation.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And it's one of many, many times.
Just to enjoy an early retirement?
When did you stop working full-time?
2014.
Now you're not working at all, and you're 60 years old. That's an unsympathetic place for a person my age. You're not old age, sir.
Next, Judge Judy.
Monday at 2 on CoastTV.
Well, we had plenty of sunshine today, so that was good news. The bad news is we dealt with those pesky winds, keeping things on the cold side. We're right now at 46 degrees in Ocean City. Pretty clear out there at the moment. We're down to 37 Del Mar, 36 Salisbury, 39 in Seaford. So a cold night on tap as those winds have subsided considerably. Winds are virtually calm across much of the area after seeing gusts as high as 45, 47 miles an hour earlier today. 55 was our high today after being in the 70s yesterday. Morning low 38. The average is 57. Look at the record, 85 set back in 1948. Well, certainly signs of spring. We're about 25 days away from tax day, 30 Easter, 51 from Mother's Day, and 66 away from Memorial Day. All those folks waiting for those summer-like conditions to arrive back on Del Mar. Well, a mild start to the weekend. We're going to be in the 60s. We're going to keep the breeziness in play, but then we're going to see a weak front move through tomorrow night, dropping temperatures back into the lower 50s come Sunday. Small craft advisory up for the Bay. That runs through about 6 a.m. on Sunday. You can see skies are clear. No precipitation to speak of. We have a cold front back off to the west. That's going to be advancing eastward and passing through our area tomorrow night. 36 for the low tonight. Tomorrow afternoon looking pretty nice. 66 in Georgetown. We'll see 64 in Harrington, 68 Cambridge, 64 in Easton, high of 68 in Salisbury, and 66 in Ocean City. As I mentioned, still breezy into tomorrow afternoon, but a southwest breeze, which is going to keep things mild, and then we'll see those northwest winds kick in by Sunday, ushering in that cooler air. So a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow afternoon. We get that milder air in play. Cold front comes through tomorrow night, and by Sunday morning, it wouldn't shock me to see some upper 20s for overnight lows, as well as right around the freezing mark at the coast. So a cold start to our Sunday. We get up into the lower 50s, and then we welcome the showers back by Monday morning. So a damp start to the week, but a mild start, and then we'll keep the shower activity in play through Monday afternoon. So overall, a dry weekend. Tomorrow, the better of the two as far as from a temperature standpoint, but overall, we stay sunny and dry. Shower activity rolls in. It looks like Sunday night, and then a better chance Monday morning through Monday night, and then we may see another weak system move in Tuesday night. So there's that activity, some widespread showers. Monday doesn't look severe, doesn't look all that heavy, and then we see some minor shower activity overnight into early Wednesday morning, and then it looks like we settle into a pretty nice dry stretch by the end of the week. So aside from the unsettled conditions Monday, we stay pretty dry through the week and pretty mild as well. Believe it or not, by next weekend, we could be pushing into the lower 70s.
All right, thank you for that, Chris. Well, the Federal Aviation Administration has qualified thousands of new potential air traffic controllers. The FAA will now advance more than 8,300 new applicants to take the Air Traffic Skills Assessment exam. The agency says it's the second step of a new 5-step hiring process at the FAA Academy. After passing an aptitude test, candidates will have to pass medical and background checks. Those qualified candidates will receive an offer to begin training. The FAA has also increased the starting salaries for academy trainees. Just last week, the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association said the industry is more than 3,000 controllers short. Heathrow Airport is restarting some flights Friday after a major power outage brought it to a complete standstill. It's one of the world's busiest airports, and the shutdown set off a ripple effect of global travel chaos. The shutdown was caused by a fire at an electrical substation a few miles from the airport, which disrupted the local power supply. It threw upwards of 1,000 flights into disarray and forced pilots to divert their journeys mid-air. Authorities investigating the cause of the blaze say so far there are no signs of foul play. The head of Heathrow has said he expects the airport will be running as normal by Saturday morning. Well, the family of a Boeing whistleblower who committed suicide has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the aerospace giant. John Barnett was a Boeing quality control manager. He worked for the company for more than 30 years and he retired in 2017. Barnett was found dead last March from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and the family's lawsuit accuses management of pressuring Barnett into not documenting defects so the company could keep up with its production schedule. The suit further alleges Boeing retaliated against Barnett and that in 2017 he was diagnosed with PTSD due to the alleged harsh work environment. In a statement to People magazine, Boeing said, quote, "We are saddened by John Barnett's death and extend our condolences to his family," unquote. President Trump has delivered on a campaign promise to release thousands of files on the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. NBC's Andrea Mitchell asks, do these documents resolve the questions that have long surrounded the case?
The files include documents from the CIA and FBI, illegible handwritten notes, and diplomatic cables, more than tens of thousands of pages in all.
And everything will be revealed.
Released after an executive order by President Trump, they were highly anticipated by scholars and amateur conspiracy theorists who hoped they'd shed new light on whether Lee Harvey Oswald had help on that fatal day in Dallas. Some of the documents include CIA reports on Oswald's trips to the Soviet Union and Finland and his months in Mexico City just before the assassination. Scholars say it will take months to go through it all, but they believe most of what's in the files was already known. In 1964, the Warren Commission found that Oswald was the lone assassin.
Bottom line, will the release of these documents do anything to resolve the conspiracy theories that have proliferated for decades?
I don't think anything that has survived for over 61 years in many cases will reveal much of anything that will solve the problem.
One revelation, a massive CIA Cold War operation to open as many as 1 million letters or packages a month, mailed to and from the Soviet Union and the U.S. The CIA secretly spying on Americans, none that we know of related to the Kennedy assassination.
Coming up in sports tonight, Stellar Fight 66. It's just one day away. We'll hear from some of the top fighters as they get ready for Saturday night.
Well, we're going to be about 10 to 15 degrees warmer tomorrow than where we were at today. So if you're thinking about hitting the golf course, still going to be dealing with those breezy conditions, gusts upwards of 30 miles an hour, but at least it's a milder breeze. We'll have a look at that 10-day forecast coming up.
Late Night with Seth Meyers. Late nights on CoastTV.
It's Truck Month here at First State Chevrolet in Georgetown.
We have one of the largest selections of Silverados on the shore.
Rates as low as 1.9% on this new 2024 Chevrolet Colorado.
As low as $39,995 on this 2025 Chevrolet Silverado.
Sales, service, parts, body shop, and towing all in one convenient location just 1 mile north of the DMV in Georgetown.
We are First State Chevy in Georgetown, where we put you, the customer, first. Together, let's drive.
Ready to cross the finish line without breaking a sweat? Join Women Supporting Women for the Quick Finisher 0.0 Unrun on Saturday, April 26th from 11 to 2 at Brew River in Salisbury. No training required. Step across the start-finish line and then celebrate with great food, drinks, music, and raffles. Your registration includes a custom race bib, sticker, and a delicious buffet, all for a great cause. It's the easiest race you'll ever finish. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
For greatness.
Get more with DSN Plus. Subscribe today. This is Coast TV News at 11.
U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins hosted a stakeholder update today to provide the first progress report on the U.S. Department of Agriculture's strategy to combat bird flu and lower egg prices. The strategy includes exploring temporary import-export adjustments to stabilize the egg supply. Take a listen.
Right now, we've got Turkey and South Korea importing eggs. Just yesterday, I talked to a couple of other countries that will soon begin importing. We haven't signed that deal yet, so I don't want to say who it is. We are talking in the hundreds of millions of eggs for the short term. So not insignificant, but significant enough to help continue to bring the prices down for right now. And then when our chicken populations are repopulated and we've got a full egg laying industry going again, hopefully in a couple of months, we then shift back to our internal egg layers and moving those eggs out onto the shelf.
Moving on now, it's a vital part of mental and physical health, sleep. It's important for everyone, especially children and teens, as it plays a role in growth and development. Many children experience sleep problems, though, and if those are left untreated, there can be lasting effects. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither talks to a pediatrician about when to worry about a child's sleep habits.
During sleep, the body is at work, supporting healthy brain function and keeping up physical health. But getting those Z's doesn't always come easy. Around 35% of parents reported to the CDC that their child sleeps less than what's recommended for their age.
Sleep disturbances are really common in kids.
Dr. Scott Hadlin with Mass General for Children says sleep sets the stage for the kind of day a child will have, affecting school performance and how they engage with others. Those who don't get enough sleep are at increased risk for injuries, obesity, type 2 diabetes, poor mental health, attention and behavior problems, and poor cognitive development.
The key here is to understand when there's an issue.
Hadlin says there are 3 reasons parents should seek care for a child's sleep habits. First, if sleep disturbances are persistent, happening multiple times a week for a long period of time. Second, if the sleep issues are leading to daytime problems. Finally, if you suspect a medical problem, for example, heavy snoring or gasping, could be a sign of obstructive sleep apnea.
I think the other thing I would say is that if a child does wake up in the middle of the night with some kind of sleep disturbance, it's really important for parents to respond calmly, because that will help their child fall back asleep more quickly.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
This weekend in Harrington, Delaware, it's one of the top MMA competitions in the area. Stellar Fight 66 comes to the Delaware State Fairgrounds this weekend. All 22 fighters stopped by the Holiday Inn in Harrington today to go through the official weigh-ins ahead of tomorrow night. The night is highlighted by 3 championship bouts, including Cade Berardelli battling Drew Cheatham for the super lightweight title in the evening's main event. We caught up with Berardelli and a couple of other fighters after the weigh-ins on their anticipation for tomorrow's bouts, along with what you can expect at the fairgrounds.
I'm looking forward to seeing all my supporters that come out and just having fun, to be honest. Stay locked in, for sure. Last time I let my nerves get to me, so this time I definitely got something to prove.
I'm just looking forward to getting back in the cage. We made weight this time, so I'm looking forward to grabbing that belt tomorrow night and putting on a great performance for everyone.
What I really like about Stellar is people from other gyms come out, and then they'll kind of rally behind people, even if they're not from that gym, and until they obviously see the person they came for. So that's really good for somebody that's coming from pretty far distance. So
I'm looking forward to Rumble. You know, I'm fighting somebody who's not my teammate, not somebody I care about, them going to work the next day. I don't care about their health. I don't care about their well-being. Just get to fight somebody who's trying to do the same to me.
The fight started at 6 p.m. and doors open at 4. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Your local Ford dealer presents America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. The rugged and capable Bronco family. The fun, fuel-efficient Ford Escape. And the spirited all-electric Mustang Mach-E. Want more? See your local Ford dealer. Get $4,500 cash back on Ford Escape or lease one for $289 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself, in flooring to ensure you not only have the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection flows seamlessly with your remodel.
They know the litany and the bandwidth of products within your budget and based upon your design that can fit your needs.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Are you ready?
Monday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy, the sky's the limit.
It's like you're gliding through the air.
When your head's in the game.
4,200.
Oh, she's going to try it all.
Next Jeopardy.
Monday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
The next time you fly into Nashville, you could be landing at Dolly Parton International Airport. At least that's the idea behind a grassroots effort to rename the airport in her honor. 2 Tennessee residents started an online petition, and as of Wednesday afternoon, more than 8,000 people have signed it.
Well, we are congratulating Dawn Fox of Dagsboro, Delaware. You're the winner of our Coast TV umbrella, sponsored by Paul Davis. And you can get your forecast anytime by dialing our First Alert weather phone. Sponsored by Brockstead Mandalas Federica. Give that a call at 443-880-9100. Well, the weekend starting off pretty nice tomorrow. We are looking at highs in the mid to upper 60s. Now, weak front is going to come through tomorrow night, dropping temperatures back into the lower 50s, but we stay sunny and dry throughout most of the weekend. Late rain looks like early Monday morning. So Monday, a rather damp and mild day, but overall trending milder. And look at late next week, trending into the upper 60s to lower 70s. So that is certainly a good sign as we round out the month of March.
Yeah, it's looking good to me, Chris. Thank you for that forecast, and thanks to you at home for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For some more local news and local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon's up next, and we'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 6 p.m. Have a great night.